Good morning, Coach Slack here. In a continuing deliberate effort to create good habits in my own life and perhaps and hopefully inspire others to do similar actions. I've been reading from the daily epistles and daily gospels from the Holy Bible. And I'll mention this every time that, the version that I read of the Bible is the Orthodox Study Bible, which comes in the New King James Version. So with all that being said, let me get into today's daily gospel, which was from the Gospel of St. Mark, um, chapter 8, verses 30 through 34. Then he strictly warned them that they should tell no one about him. And he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. He spoke this word openly. Then Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. But when he had turned around and looked at his disciples, he rebuked Peter, saying, "Get behind me, Satan, for you are not mindful of the things of God, but the things of men." When he had called the people to himself, with his disciples also, he said to them, "Whoever desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." Also, I've mentioned before, and I'll continue to mention, that one of the things I love most about the Orthodox Study Bible is the footnotes that it contains. And so I'll also read from these footnotes. Chapter 8, verses 31 and 32, footnote. Son of Man is a veiled Old Testament messianic title, which Jesus uses frequently, as it is more suitable than the Christ for this stage in Jesus' ministry. Jesus must suffer. This is the inscrutable divine will and the very heart of his redemptive work. Suffering marks Jesus' redefinition of messiahship. Peter is shocked by this unprecedented notion, but Jesus is preparing his disciples and Christians today for adversity. Chapter 8, verse 33, footnote. Peter unknowingly serves the intent of Satan other than the plan of God in attempting to lead Jesus away from the path of suffering. Chapter 8, verse 34, footnote. After Peter's confession, Jesus injects a new, solemn tone into his ministry by speaking about suffering and by teaching the people and the disciples the cost of discipleship, self-denial, carrying one's cross, which is a symbol of suffering, and obedience to Christ. By saying, "Let him deny himself and take up his cross," Jesus means his followers should separate themselves from their sins and from the inclination of their hearts towards evil, crucifying the flesh with its passions and desires. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.